Many people assume if you are a Kālī worshipper, then your everyday life is filled with blood and meat and liquor. And when I stress on the need of Sattva, many people get confused and they start asking me, but isn't it what Tantra is about? I will not discuss today on all the philosophies, all the texts and the limits and exceptions of Kaula practices. I just want to recall some of the prominent Tāntrik Kaula Sādhakas that I have met and studied with, have been impressed, influenced by in my life. And I want you to explore that angle and to deepen your understanding of what Kālī practices can be like. First, I will start with my own guru, Prem Chetan Brahmachari, who was a vegetarian and didn't drink. He was very liberal in the sense of eating wherever, or as long as the meal is vegetarian, eating anywhere. It didn't matter who cooked or how it was prepared. So in that sense, very liberal. My guru's guru, Murkharanya, his real name is Vidyaranya, but he chose to call himself Murkharanya. His life was a bit different. He never ate grains. He only ate fruits and had some milk. He never even slept on bed. He only had grass mat, kusha grass mat, and maintaining silence, practicing long time mantra practices were his daily routine. My another guru, Shankara Chaitanya Bharati, Shiva Shankara Bharati, he is a prominent for his Shakta, Shaiva, sadhanas with a focus on Tripura Sundari, but he is still a sadhaka from the Sarva Amnaya, and very strict dietary rules and restrictions, self-imposed. The point is, Kaulas are not following some rules because the books say so. Kaulas do not practice these ascetic forms because they were commanded by the gurus. Kaulas choose to live a life of their choice. And these sādhakas focused on Sattva. Some people I will mention were not my gurus per se, but they deeply influenced the way I viewed sadhana. The first comes the name of Kālī Baba. I met him first time when I was about 24, climbing up the mountain of Shivapuri, crossed Tarevir, and I thought I discovered. I didn't know of his name or anything then. He was inside a tiny cave, maintaining silence. And I was puzzled how on earth someone would survive there in a cave, because there was no civilization for at least 4 hours of walking distance. And later I found out that the villagers at the bottom of the foothill were routinely bringing milk for him, the only diet he was having for the last 12 years or 13 years. And when I had several concerns about my own practice and started talking about it, I found out he was maintaining silence, mauna. In addition to living in a cave and only drinking milk, he had also controlled his speech. And I was really impressed, and I really wanted his opinion, and I was explaining to him about my own routine and my own practices and my own frustrations. At the end, he decided to write down few words for him, and he asked me if I was eating meat. Bluntly, that was the point. And yes, growing up in Shakta family, I had eaten meat. I had stopped when I was 16. And so he said, he wrote it down, for you to be physically clean, you have to spend 12 years at least. So he personally viewed the extension of bodily pollution by consuming meat would go for 12 years. The stain would last in our flesh for consuming flesh for 12 years.
For more free teachings on worshipping Tantric goddesses from Acharya Sthaneshwar, visit www.vimarshafoundation.org. And if you enjoyed this video, share it with your friends.